Okay, I call to order the regular meeting of Monday, March 27th, 2023 to order. I ask all who have not signed in, please do so. Please turn off all cell phones and other electronic devices. Please conduct any private conversations in the hallway or outside. This meeting room is equipped with inductive loop hearing assistance system. You'll be able to hear conversations through the microphones on hearing aids with a T switch, and emergency exits can be found to your right and to your left. And also I want to note that this meeting is also live streamed via YouTube with text commenting available. So at this time, if you please join us in a salute to the flag.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I want to just start out with one brief announcement, and as we do at the last meeting of every month, we try to identify and recognize the employees who will be celebrating birthdays in the upcoming month. So we'll start with on the 3rd of April, Town Justice Reed Holter celebrating a birthday. On the 16th, Kelly Kabinski, Mike Stockman on the 17th. On the 19th, Jason Meyer. Town Councilman Ed Kohovic on the 20th, Tom Sterone on the 21st, and Mr. Neil Chapman on the 27th. So happy birthday in advance to all those employees. Okay, approval of meeting minutes, board members. We have 2 meetings. We good over there?
I think so.
Everyone all right?
Not moving my feet around.
We have 2 meetings minutes, 2 meetings for your consideration, but because of potential abstentions, because of absentee, why don't we take them separately? So for your consideration, first is the March 8th.
So moved. Second.
Okay, we have a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
I will abstain. I was
will also abstain.
Okay, 2 abstentions. And the meeting minutes on the 14th, excuse me, the 13th of March.
So moved. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
And again, I'll abstain. Next, we'll ask the clerk to read the abstract of claims from number 6 of the year.
The Victortown Board has reviewed manifest number 6 in the amount of $260,965.07 with the following accounts charged: general townwide, general outside village, highway townwide. The lighting districts of Fishers, Brookwood Meadows, High Point, Cobblestone, Coil Ridge, Rolling Meadows, Stone Lay, and Legacy at the Fairways, and Trust and Agency.
Thank you, Karen. And again, up on the big screen, you'll see, starting off with American Rock Salt, $55,000. Bluestone Creek Development, April rent for Parks Rec Facility. Next is Five Star Bank, Visa charges for the month. Guardian Insurance, April Dental, Harris Beach. Legal fees minus the chargebacks, total town costs $11,026.64. Payment to MVP Health for the April health care for the employees and retirees. Next is payment to NOCO Fuel for diesel fuel in the month of February. Payment to New York State Comptrollers for the February court fees that were collected. And payment to Red Truck Painting. This is a reissue of a check for $14,970, and then the final item listed is RG&E for March townwide gas and electric use. Total of the above mentioned expenditures is $228,494.29. Total town expenditures minus the previous mentioned expenditures equals $32,470.78. Town board members, any questions on this evening's abstract? Hearing none, entertain a motion to approve the payments hereof.
Moved. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. We have no request for privilege of the floor this evening. We'll ask the public first. If there's any comments, be directed to the town board. Susie, do you have anyone with you? No. Okay. No public comments through YouTube or in person. Under reports of town officials, we have the highway and recycling report. It is identified that starting next week, the highway department will go to their 4 10-hour days, Monday through Thursday, 6 a.m. to 4:30. And in addition, we just authorized a payment of $55,000 for rock salt, and our highway superintendent has indicated in his report that he has now ordered 70% of his salt for the year. Space in the barn, sir? How are you there? Okay. Worst case, South Bristol?
No, we're at 70%, so we don't have to order anymore.
You have to hit 70%?
Yeah, we have to take 70%
Okay.
of our contract, so we're at 70%, so we don't have to order another order at this time, so,
A good problem to have, right?
yes, correct.
Wait till next year's price. Oh, my God. Thank you.
Yep.
In addition, you have the town historian's report, IT's report, and also there was the, it sent out earlier in the week from the clerk's office was the Humane Society report. I do have a number of items that I'd just like to, and again, at your place setting, you had the Monroe County Water Authority. They have a project information bulletin was provided. There'll be a project on Brace Road later this year. I want to thank the board members that were able to participate and attend the Years of Service Recognition Program for our employees last week, and I know certainly a great opportunity to recognize them for their longevity here with the town. 2 weeks ago, maybe it was last week, I don't even know. Kathy Rayburn and I went up to Victor Central Schools, and we met with it's a fairly new organization to our community, but it's originated in Canandaigua. It is called The Spot, and it's really a nice program. Really, again, helping out students in our district with snacks during school, clothing, things of that nature. So I know Kathy and I enjoyed our visit. They're really looking to expand their footprint here in our school district, and I think Kathy and I are willing to help them out any way we possibly can. In addition, the February Victor Farmington ambulance report, and I had sent out previously the Ontario County EMS and fire report. I did present that last evening to the last Tuesday to the Fishers Fire District, and I also sent them the links for the full report. The full report, I think, is 480 pages. And I asked the district if they would collect questions from their staff, from the Board of Commissioners, as well as the public, and then make some type of presentation to the county public safety meeting, as well as the county administrator's office. In addition, I need to notify the Homeowners Association up at Silverton Glen regarding the Dear Karen letter from the State Department of Transportation with their findings on a DOT petition for speed reduction and other safety features.
You think Karen pushed hard enough on that, Jack, or not? Yeah.
It's just,
So do we have any statistics? Are we 0 for like 27 or something?
we're pretty close, Ed. Yeah. Even with a juice baseball, Ed, we're not going to make the Hall of Fame.
No.
I want to also mention that, our FLIMHIT, our pre-65 healthcare, we're at strong 19 members. We have 14 members on the post 65, and then recently we just added our 15th member, and that is the city of Glens Falls. And we did sit recently with the county of Warren, so we're looking to expand the post 65. And again, anytime we can grow this, it's savings, or actually maybe not savings or retaining costs, keeping them kind of flat at our post 65. So we continue to do that. I made some great headway at the last Association of Counties by introducing this concept. So I have about 7 other counties I need to reach out to and set up some meetings with them. So more to follow on that. And also, interesting, this past Friday, I received notice that, and then it was verified, it was a rumor on Friday, but verified on Saturday, that resignation of the Fishers Fire District Chairman, Mr. Fred Dewey, effective last Friday, which was surprising. I thought he chaired a very good meeting last week. And Commissioner Hogan has also announced that she plans to resign in the next 30 days. So I'm not sure what's going over there in Fishers. Also, it's certainly, unfortunately, pretty well documented in our community, though, that we had a young man hit by a car over by Victor Central Schools back in February. And this week, we have a meeting with our highway superintendent. I don't think the mayor's able to make it, but the director of public works, I think, will be there. Our engineer, Victor Central Schools, and Mark and I might be missing someone else, but we're hoping to, there is some things that still the developer needs to do, but we may look to extend or expand the current school zone. And also, I mean, again, we use common sense, and we just look at Lane Road to the signal light at 96 in High Street, and does it really, it makes no sense not to have but one speed limit only. So, when you're starting at a dead stop at Lane Road after, the 4-way stop there, you're not going to be hitting 40, and so it really makes sense, but we'll see. So that's what we're going to be talking about.
Jack, where was the accident? Where did the child get hit?
There's a crosswalk right there.
Right there going into the
Yeah,
meadows?
yeah.
I was looking at that, and I was thinking maybe pedestrian lights, like for the crosswalks like in Canandaigua. I mean, maybe that's what they need too.
I think Wade has recommended a few things from Labella, Mark, and I know you've also identified some area. Maybe we can make a couple changes.
Yeah, there is actually lights at Piper and Cassidy, so they do flash, but there's no crosswalks on the pavement yet. That hasn't not been done.
But they do flash there when they walk?
They do if you hit the button,
There's a
yes.
button they can hit?
So Keith was talking to Sean too from Fisher, or from Victor Fire, and he said the kid actually did not cross at the crosswalk. He
Yeah,
crossed
crosswalk,
before,
right.
so.
Right.
And I have copied the board members, Mark, and I will bring them at our meeting, but I have letters from the parents as well. I did speak to
Okay.
Mom earlier today. Dad and I were playing phone tag last week, and I've asked if we could submit their letter as far as our package, and she's ecstatic to be of any assistance. And I told her who was going to be participating in this meeting, and she's very happy that, an unfortunate situation, but son Connor is doing well, but an unfortunate situation, but sometimes we try to find a silver lining, and maybe we come up with a safer crossing area there, so.
Correct.
And the final item I just want to mention is, I want to thank Councilman Cusimano, who certainly probably added a few gray hairs on his head, working with our village partners across the street and trying to get their approval on the 2023 Climate Board version. So that's all but thank you for your
Thank you.
efforts. So, board members, do you care to have any liaison responsibilities want to talk about?
Good.
Good, okay. Ms. Karen.
If I would I'd like to mention, I have been checking on the CE 200. I called the town of Perrington and the town of Brighton, so I'm still working on that, so we can get some answers. Just wanted to update you.
Thank you.
And board members, you haven't understand we're asking, and I think it was talked about last time, we're asking just to see what other townships are doing, and I know, Brian, you have found that it's kind of a cross mix, and and actually, I think, let me tell you which resolution it is. Oh, the waiver, number 9, request for certificate of yeah, I think you found one town supervisor, he doesn't even do a resolution, he does it in his office?
Well, they meet, kind of, talk about it before and they waive some of them.
Yeah. Okay. So more information, and
Yes.
I know the sooner we can get because I know Brian's got a couple acts, right? Where are you? What's being held up right at the moment, if you could, Brian?
With the 2 resolutions that are on there tonight, both of which don't have it, that'll be 7 resolutions where entertainment-specific contractors don't feel that they have to provide this and are unwilling to do it in its current format. The previous format we used was just a paper that they filled out when they filled out the contract, signed the contract, and executed a W-9. So I think if we didn't have the online version of this, if we can do it, they'd be more willing. I'll give you this story. I have a duo that's playing. It's $300, 2 guitarists. The guy says, I'm going to play an hour and a half set for $100. And it's going to take me 3 hours worth of paperwork.
It doesn't take 3 hours, but it is a pain in the neck.
Yeah, I mean,
there's no question.
Some are very adept at it and are willing to do it, and some say, I don't have to do this in Parenton or Pittsford or Brighton, why do I have to do it here? And so I think if we have higher standards maybe for our contract requirements, I'm not asking you to relieve yourselves of those standards. It seems like that there's other municipalities that have the same standards but don't actually follow the standard
Can you
potentially.
find that form that you used to use?
I'm not even able to, print out a copy of it. I mean, I had an application that I was distributing to the vendors, and they were filling it out, but it wasn't getting sent in here in-house.
Yeah.
And it's just that they're driven to a website that is, I've tried to navigate it myself, and it's interesting. So, I think you have the requirements, you're holding yourselves to a high standard, and I applaud you for that. It's just making it appropriate and feasible. Like some of our contracts, we waive their requirement to have insurance, liability insurance. And as Jack will tell you, some towns don't waive that requirement, require them to have it. You sign but there's no waiver of it. At least you have at least you're acknowledging that you're not requiring it. The workers' comp and the workers' comp form, some of the entertainers contend that this is an entertainment contract, that I shouldn't be held to having workers' comp because I'm working as an individual for a municipality. I don't have a federal ID. I'm running items through my social security. I don't, so if you can appreciate it from that lens. But we want to do it right. Ultimately, we want to do it right, but we want to make it attainable.
Our insurance through NYMER, they're going to be very cautious and always, would want, again, we want to minimize any exposure, of the town, and certainly that's what our legal counsel would always advise us on as well, so.
Karen, do you have the ability to work with Tina on getting a paper copy of that form again? Could we do that? Because if we didn't have to do the online form,
Just make it part of the contract.
just make it part of the what they fill out. They're still, ultimately, they're writing it and not typing it. If it's a fillable form,
I don't see it, yeah, it seems totally reasonable to me, and I think it's a good meet in the middle that make this a little bit easier for them.
yeah.
I'll talk to Tina
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Feel free to.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Karen, Kevin. If there's no comments from board members, we will move to the business section, starting with resolution number 1. Again, Rich, thank you, and certainly your department, taking the dive into this and taking a look at it. And I know you sent this out to board members. You worked with Tom Zuber from Mengel Metzger Bar on this as well, so.
So moved. Good
Second.
move.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Resolution is approved. Number 2, authorization to sign an amendment to the New York State DOT for the snow and ice. And again, I want to thank the Director of Finance and the Finance Department, Casey Page, and our Highway Superintendent, Mark Ears, for the collection of materials to justify these requests. It's pretty lengthy. We're talking salaries, cost of vehicles, insurance, et cetera. So,
So moved. It was really well done, Mark, and whoever put that together. Appreciate it.
Second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Number 2 is passed. Number 3, acknowledgement of the resignation of Brian Boudreau, effective today, March 25th, 2023. I want to thank Brian for his service and commitment to the residents of this community. Looking for a
So
motion.
moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Number 4, acknowledge the resignation of Adam Reitz from the full-time Trails Motor Equipment Operator position, and Adam will be moved to the part-time Motor Equipment Operator in an attempt to utilize the skills that Adam does possess and could benefit our town.
So moved.
Moved with
Second.
regret. All right.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay.
Who did?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Number 4. Number 5, appointment of Dylan Reed to the full-time Trails Motor Equipment Operator position. And Dylan has been with us for the last year, I
So
think.
moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Number 6, the appointment of Brittany Pender to the full-time Deputy Town Clerk position. I do want to thank the committee that, our Kim Reese, our Town Clerk, Deputy Town Clerk, yes, Kim Reese, Councilman Drew Cusimano, and Tina Kolachik for their efforts. My understanding, I think originally you had 12 to 14 applicants? Yeah, so a position that certainly is quite attractive for a number of people, so. Okay,
Second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Congratulations to Miss Brittany. We'll see her in the building, I think, next Monday, starting. Okay. And number 7 is agreement with Rick Schaefer for the Bluegrass.
Can we block 7 and 8, Supervisor?
Certainly, is there any objection to blocking resolutions 7 and 8? Hearing none, entertain a motion to approve them.
So moved. Second.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, moving to number 9, request for certificate of liability waiver.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Number 10, authorization to purchase of a dual pedestal in the ground mount, and this is for the paid through the Parks Trust Fund. These are 3 picnic tables. I think this is the one. Yes.
4.
Yep.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Number 11, this is setting a public hearing for the 2023 sanitary sewer master plan. This will be on May the 8th, 7 p.m.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
And number 12, Southgate Hills. Number 2, release number 4.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Public comments. Again, an opportunity for the public to address the town board. Nobody in person, nobody on YouTube. Hearing none, entertain a motion to adjourn this meeting then.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.